Hey everyone! I am here today to give you a look at Gabor High Impact in the color SS Honey Pecan. Let me get the tag for you guys so you can see it for yourself. This is actually the fourth Gabor wig that I have in this color. So I am going to do a comparison of two. So stay tuned for that a little bit later. But first of all, I want to share with you guys that I am doing this review on behalf of Wig Studio One. I was contacted by Taz from Taz's Wig Closet and Andrea, who is the owner of Wig Studio One, and they asked me if I'd be willing to do a guest review for them. Taz helps to put some content out on their YouTube channel, and I just was so thrilled and blessed and honored that they asked me that I said, yes, of course. Taz was one of the first people that really helped me on my wig journey. She didn't know it because it was just through her videos, but I watched hours and hours of her videos in the beginning before I ever bought a wig because I was so overwhelmed. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's so overwhelming and there's so much to learn. And Taz was so helpful. Her videos were just instrumental in me getting the courage to buy a wig. And when I was ready to buy a wig, I bought my first helper hair from Wig Studio One. I had, in some group somewhere, I had heard about how great Wig Studio One was and that Andrea was so helpful. So I actually reached out to Andrea via their customer service at like 6:30 in the evening one night. I was looking to purchase, my first purchase I made was Bell Tress Top Wave Topper, and I wasn't sure what color to get. I really didn't expect to hear from Andrea, but I did. She responded to me that late and gave me some advice, and her advice was spot on. And so I really honestly credit Taz and Andrea for the support. My dog's barking and my bedroom door is closed, so hold on, I gotta let him out of the room. Sorry guys, I don't normally pause in a video, but we were just gonna hear him barking out there the whole time until I opened the door. So anyway, I am so thrilled to be here on behalf of Wig Studio One doing this guest review, and they did send me this wig to review, and so I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. But that said, I have been looking at this wig for a while. So you know, if you follow my channel, I just recently put up a video for Modern Motif by Gabor. Before I got Modern Motif, I was looking at this wig and Modern Motif, trying to decide which one to get because they are so similar. Their specs are really close to each other. So I ended up buying Modern Motif because I found it on clearance. And then a wig sister who I have grown to love and have become so close with, her name is Valerie, and you might know her from Loving Wigs with Valerie. She sent me this one because she's just a wonderful human being. And so she sent me this one because she had it and she knew she wasn't going to wear it. So that's how I got my second Modern Motif. And so I haven't actually worn this one yet or reviewed it. And so now I have an opportunity though to show them to you in the same color. I think that's fate, I really do. So anyway, let's move on first of all to High Impact. So High Impact is such a cute style. It is wavy and curly. It's a short layered style. It's very, very comfortable. I would say this is kind of a professional look. I could wear this style to work very comfortably. If you watched my Modern Motif video, you saw that I am speaking at a conference in October, and I'm trying to decide what hair to wear at that conference, and Modern Motif is a front runner for that. So this is similar to that. Something I do want to point out to you guys is she is very, she has quite a bit of permatease. There is quite a bit of permatease right up here, all up here. It really is what helps this style to work. Because of all this texture, if there was no permatease here, it would fall so flat and then kind of poof out. And that doesn't work great for most face shapes, mine included. And so having a little bit of height here really does help balance out everything that's going on. You can certainly get, you can tame this. If you took a wide tooth comb and maybe some product, you could really tame this if you don't like a lot of body. But if you like a lot of body, putting a little product in there, doing some scrunching is going to give you some. So I think this style is quite versatile. Another thing that I really want to point out, because I think it's just amazing, are the lace fronts on these. Gabor lace fronts have an excellent reputation, and this is just spectacular. I mean, seriously, you can wear this off the face, and there's nothing to give away that this is a wig. And I think that's incredible. I noticed that with my Modern Motif. I'm going to mix these two up, I just know it. Modern Motif in the hazelnut color, and the fact that this has all that light blonde up here really, really does make a difference there. And so I definitely want to point that out. Another thing I want to point out, because I have a lot of sisters who watch my videos that are brunettes, because I'm a brunette. And occasionally I'll stray into some of the lighter shades like this one, but overall I'm a brunette. This one to me is borderline. I'm just going to tap my laptop over here because I have some specs that I'll share with you, and if it times out I'm going to have to put my password in. This one to me is borderline as blonde as I am comfortable going. It's nearly too blonde for me, and when I have looked up the color description of this, it tends to lean on a light brown versus a dark blonde when they're describing it. I'm not sure that I fully agree. I feel that this is very borderline a blonde. And so if you are not a blonde, if you are a brunette and you're thinking about, trying some lighter shades, I wouldn't probably start here. I would probably go for more of a medium brown that has some highlights to really get yourself there. This is not something I could have jumped into. That said, it's very dynamic. I mean, it's got a ton of dynamic colors. It's got some darker rooting, and that helps me a ton because my bio hair shows. That's all my bio hair right there. And as you can see, when I've got this down, it actually blends fairly well because of all the dark rooting that, is kind of low lighted throughout. So if I wanted to tuck this, which I'm more than likely to do because I like to tuck my wigs, I can do that and I'm not worried about that bio hair. It just blends. It really does. So I would say from a brunette standpoint, this could be a color for you for sure. It's just probably not your first step, if that makes any sense. So let me give you a look at High Impact all around really quick here before I do a comparison. Just adorable. I truly am so glad I got sent this because I'm not sure at what point I might have bought it thinking it's too similar to Modern Motif. So let me throw Modern Motif on for you right now so that you can see. The biggest difference is this one is got shorter layers and is shorter in the front, I would say. So here's Modern Motif, and I haven't worn this one, I haven't styled this one. I just kind of shook her out for being able to do this, but she's been in her box. So you can see she's longer overall, but the layers are longer. And Modern Motif has a little bit of permatease, barely any. So another big difference between High Impact and Modern Motif is the permatease. This one lays much, much flatter on my head, has much less poof. I think you can see that. Sometimes it's hard to tell poof in a video, but I think you can get the gist. And she's just longer overall. Still the same amazing lace front, but just longer. And she feels almost a little bit lighter density, But you know, you could put product in her and you could get her messed up and scrunched up really easily. So let's go back to High Impact, because that's what the review is all about after all. But I thought that could be such a helpful comparison because they are so similar. And let me tell you the specs. Hold on here, guys. I'm gonna grab my little laptop. So the specs here, High Impact right here, what I have on right now, has a, well, it says it has a 7-inch bang, whereas Modern Motif actually has a shorter bang at 5 inches. I don't know if I agree with that. There's no way that's 7 inches. I'm 8 inches to here. I hope I didn't mix these up. And that is like 4 inches. So they flip-flop on, I'm pretty sure I mixed these two up. So let me verify. This would be 5 inches. Yep. Okay. Back up. Guys, I don't edit these, so I apologize. So this would be 5 inches. That seems more right to me. So versus the Modern Motif, which is 7 inches. This one has an 8-inch crown, whereas Modern Motif has a 9-inch crown. So again, a little longer. This one is 6 inches on the side. Modern Motif is 8 inches on the side. This one is 4 inches at the nape, whereas Modern Motif is 4.5 inches. This one weighs 3.25 ounces. Modern Motif weighs 3. So, like I said, this one feels heavier by a little bit, but gosh, these little partial ounces really make a difference in wigs. They really do. So, what's the bottom line? I like this a lot. I am starting to get a lot more comfortable with shorter wigs, and this one is so cute. The color is not, even though I now have 4 wigs in this color, this isn't really my comfort zone color. This for me is a fun summer color. It's now September, so I'm not probably going to be wearing this wig on a regular basis due to the season. I am keeping this wig though because I know I will wear this wig in the summer. As a matter of fact, this one reminds me quite a bit of my Shayna by Tressallure, and I think I will probably end up doing a Shayna comparison. I don't have her up here right now. I've packed her away for the season, but I will be doing a Shayna comparison, I am sure. I am tempted though to get this color, this wig in another color, and I think that this one's would be a contender with my Modern Motif for that conference. I like this style. What I really like about it is once you have her on, she's gonna stay put. The permatease is gonna allow it to keep its shape all day. The length isn't going to need to be messed with. I'm not gonna constantly need to be doing anything. Aside from maybe tucking her a little bit, I seriously don't anticipate that this would be the lowest, one of the lowest maintenance wigs I would have. So I give this one a real thumbs up, with the caveat that if you don't like permatease and poof, you might want to reconsider buying this one. So let's just quick take a look inside the cap. You've got your, I'm gonna flip it out because it's so short, it's hard for me to keep the hair out of the way. So you've got your lace front, you've got your mono part. Even holding this, she feels really poofy, and that's just because she's really got permatease everywhere. All this is your standard pillow permatease, but all throughout the cap, she's got this crimpy permatease, and it really is what gives this shape. It's also what would allow you to never be afraid to go out in the wind. This is the back of the cap right now. Look at that. If the wind blows, you're not seeing wefts. There is no risk of wefts showing in a breeze. And that's from that permatease. It's from the little crimpy hair fibers, you can see them right there, that allow it to disguise the wefting. So when you get a wig that's super low density, no permatease, there is risk of the wind blowing and showing wefts. That is not ever gonna happen with this one, never. But yet, you know, the mono part means you're not gonna see the permatease on the top. This is a very densely sewn or tied wig. That's where the mono part is, and you really can't see it. So if you are a fan of showing the part line on a mono part, which is kind of why you buy wigs with a mono part, then you're probably going to have to do some plucking or something. You can see it right there. But when it's on and when it's kind of styled, it's really hard to see. So in order to show that, I think you'd have to pluck it, or you just have to accept that you're not going to be able to show it. So that's really it. I think, you know, that gives you a good sense of high impact. It lets you know how high impact compares to modern Motif, in case you've wondered. The fibers are amazing. I just love them. Gabor fibers are so awesome. The way that it fits, the way that it sits. I have a little bit of extra cap here, not a lot. It's an average size. Gabor can tend to run large, but I don't think this one runs too large. It's not fitting me big. So I would say if you've got similar measurements to me, or you border on like your average, but you're a smallish average, I think you can wear this with no problem at all. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you, Wig Studio One, for allowing me to do this guest review for you. And again, I answer all of your comments. And some people sometimes message me on Facebook if they have questions. I am happy to help anytime I can, so don't hesitate to ask. Have a great day, you guys. Hey everyone, here's an outside look at High Impact. This is natural light, although it's very overcast light. It's really rainy out here, but I got a break in the rain, so I wanted to show you the color outside. Look at how great. I love this color. Even though I said it's a borderline almost too blonde, I still love it. As a matter of fact, I've been wearing this wig now for a little bit. You can see I styled her. I am loving it so much, I am going to be purchasing this in another color. It's fantastic. So stay tuned. I will be sharing more information on this wig in another color as soon as I buy one. Kind of final thing I want to share, which I forgot to say at the beginning of my video. Wig Studio One has a fantastic Facebook group. It's Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group. It's one of the first groups that I ever joined. I am very, very active in this Facebook group, and it's over 5,000 wonderful ladies sharing their experiences with wigs and helper hair, supporting each other. It's just tremendous. It's also a good place to see things that you might not see on YouTube. Sometimes I post what I'm wearing on a daily basis. Sometimes I post a short snippet of a wig. I have posted things there that I've not put on YouTube. So I can't recommend the group enough, and I'd really love for you to check it out and see if it could be another tool in your wig wearing tool belt. And you know I've talked about that in other videos. Thanks for watching, you guys. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And thank you so much, Wig Studio One, for this opportunity. Talk to you guys soon.